everyone. It's your big sister Chiquis, and you've reached my personal voicemail box for the Dear Chiquis podcast. I'm here to give you advice on anything and everything you need help with, whether you're going through a breakup or having issues with your family, or maybe you have a question about my personal life. Whatever the case is, I want to hear from you. Remember, these are my thoughts and my opinions, and if you're suffering from a serious issue or hardship, you should seek help from a qualified professional. All right, now go ahead and leave your message at the sound of the beep.
Hi, Chiquis. I hope all is well. I will remain anonymous just because of the type of question that I have. On one of your previous episodes, you had somebody ask you about politics, and I'm just like you. I just don't like to talk about it or anything. However, my husband is a border patrol agent. That's what he does for work. And just with everything going on right now, it's been so hard. My familia is like, we can't speak politics because everybody gets so passionate about it. And, everybody has their opinions. But when it comes down to him trying to explain, hey, this is what's going on at work, or trying to explain what they make them do, or just, the work politics side, they don't want to hear it. They don't care. They don't want to listen to him. They can't stand him sometimes. And just by looking at him, they're like, we love you, but we can't. We hate the fact that you do this. And it's like, he's not Mexican. He's not, he's Latino, but everybody always sees him and says that, you're doing this to your own people. And it's like, oh my God, it's so hard. I don't know what to do sometimes. His job is very, we keep it on the down low. But how do you react to family that tells you they love you, but they won't even let you express yourself on your side, I guess? Thank you.
Hello. Thank you for your question. It is a touchy subject. Like they say, you have to learn to separate the artist from the art, and it is hard, though. It is difficult. And your husband, he didn't know all of this was going to happen, especially right now, the moments we're living, when he started as a border patrol. I think it's unfortunate that your family won't even take the time to listen to him because they don't like his line of work. I think just right now it's hot and steamy, the subject, so it's difficult. But I think eventually you should have a conversation with them and say, hey, it hurts my feelings. It's not cool. I understand that you guys don't understand and you guys don't accept or support his job, his line of work, but that's how he puts food on our table and a roof over our head. And he's not the one that makes the rules. It's not like he can change careers now, and maybe he could, but how realistic is it? So I think you should have a deep conversation with your family members and just let them know how it makes you feel. Their comments, them just disregarding his feelings and his thoughts. It's not fun. It's going to push you guys away. And I think you should definitely state that and say, it's going to push me away if you guys continue to do this. I don't think it's fair. And when you speak with love and you speak from the heart, it usually reaches the heart. So maybe they're just messing around a lot of the time. And I don't know how the conversations go, but maybe you'll find something out in that conversation and you guys can discuss it. Hablando se entiende la gente. So that is my suggestion. It is a tough one, but hey, it's your reality and you guys just have to kind of ride the wave, I guess. It'll get better, God willing. I hope so, because it is tough, something that's affecting us all. But it's not all your husband's fault at all. Anyways, but I hope that works and I hope that helps very much. And thank you so much for your question. Okay, guys. So the next question comes from TC.
Hi, Chiquis. So I would like to ask, how do you and your spouse navigate paying for, say, bills and when you go out? I tend to feel that I am always paying for half or when we go out. And at times it feels a little one-sided when we both make good money.
Okay, TC. So if you both make good money, I don't understand why he wouldn't pay a little more. I don't think there's anything wrong with you guys splitting the check here and there. Sometimes you could say, hey, I got it today. Or he can say, oh, I got it today. Or let's split it today. Or he can be a gentleman and say, hey, I'm going to pump and fill your gas tank, or I'm going to take you to dinner today. I am more of like the 50-50 type of chick. I learned from past relationships that if I don't state what is bothering me, it's going to harbor in my heart and I'm going to grow resentment towards a person. And I have had a partner that took care of everything and was very well off. And I didn't feel so good with that because there were always strings attached. And then I was in a relationship where I had to take care of mainly everything. And then that didn't feel too good. And now I'm in a relationship where honestly, like he takes care of his bills. When we go out, he pays, for dinner. And if for whatever reason he's like, hey, I can't today, I'm like, don't even trip. I got you, or we split the bill. I think it's just having that conversation early on and just letting him know if it's starting to bother you, you got to talk about it. You got to tell him, hey, it does feel one sided. Like, don't get comfortable or don't get used to me always paying. I don't mind splitting, but it would feel nice if you took me out to dinner and I didn't have to pay. I think if you are honest and straight up and say it with love, I'm telling you, it's all about how we deliver our message that makes the biggest difference. But if it's bothering you, you got to bring it up sooner rather than later because you're going to start feeling unattracted to him. It's going to affect your sex life. It's just a whole thing. So yeah, girl, especially if you guys are married, you got to like nip that in the bud soon so that it doesn't cause more issues down the line. So that is my advice to you. I hope it works out. Let us know. Keep us updated. Okay, guys, moving on to Sergio.
Hi, Chiquis. I just wanted to say that I love you and thank you so much for being an inspiration for all of us Latinos. But I do have a quick question. I want to know, how is it that you surpassed being in a very toxic relationship? If you were in one, what helped you get out? I'm currently in a situation where my partner and I have been together for 2 years, but 3 months into a relationship, he's always lied, gone on dating apps and hookup apps. To this day, he still tears down my character, tells me that I'm ugly, that I'm fat, that I have no talent. But I want to know, how is it that you did it? You're very inspirational to me, and I'm pretty sure to everybody else. But how did you do it? What helped you?
Oh my goodness. Sergio, papacito hermoso, I love you too. Thank you for loving me. I appreciate you. Okay, so I'm gonna be real with you. Okay, if you've been with this person for 2 years, Sergio, and 3 months into the relationship, he already showed his ass, then you have to take responsibility for being in this toxic relationship because he showed himself very early on and you decided to stay with him this long. I know it's not easy. I know, especially when we're afraid of being alone, and I get it. But there has to come a point in your life where you're like, I need to love myself more. I need to value myself more. I deserve to be loved. It is my God given right to be happy. And it is my responsibility to take care of my heart, my mind, and my soul. And you're not doing that because if this guy is telling you that you're fat and you're ugly and you're staying with him, you're not loving yourself enough. And you can't be completely upset with him because you've allowed it. So, Sergio, in my opinion, if this was Johnny asking me this question, my brother or my sister, I'd say, I'm sorry, but you need to let go of this person. It's going to hurt. You're going to cry. You're going to be sad. You're not going to want to get out of bed sometimes. You're going to yell. But that is all part of healing. But you have to let this person go if this person is not bringing out the best in you. Your partner should want to bring out the best version of yourself and make you feel loved and appreciated and valued. And if that person is not doing it, that is not the person for you. I'm sorry. So my suggestion is cut it off as soon as you can because him talking to you like that, he does not love you the way you deserve. Sergio, please let me know what you decide, Papa. Please love yourself. Please, please. I'm going to take a deep breath because things like this really upset me. I've been there. I know what it feels like, but you got to just cut it. Cut the bleeding, stop the bleeding, and endure that pain because it's going to be painful. But that too shall pass. You will be okay and you'll rise better. Trust me. I've been there. And when I say that I've been there, I truly mean it. I was with someone, and I won't get too into detail because, it's Dear Chiquis. We'll have to do a Chiquis and Chill episode of it. But I was with someone for about 4.5 years. And towards the end of the relationship, when he felt like he was losing me, because he was just not acting nice and doing a lot of things behind my back. I'll never forget the time when he told me, he's like, you know what? Mejor ponte a correr. Go and run because you need to lose weight. And I was like, oh yeah, this is the person I don't want to be with. And I'm going to lose weight and I'm going to show you and show myself that I could do it. So I have had someone talk down on me and not make me feel beautiful and did the complete opposite. But I gave him 2 middle fingers in the air and I said, I'm going to show you. And that's the same person that told me, you're not going to be able to make it without me. And I cried and I yelled and I had to move out. It was just so much and it was tough. But look at me now, baby. So Sergio, you got this, okay? If I could do it, you could do it too. Please keep me updated. I love you and I'm sending you a big hug of positivity and confidence and self-worth and love. Lots and lots of love. Okay, guys, last question comes from Yari.
Hi, Chiquis. I'm a really big fan of you and your mom. And my question is, what is your most craziest memory with your mom? Or, one that you just remember a lot and makes you laugh? If it had to do with her defending you guys or just anything in general. I would really like to know. Thank you.
Oh, Yari, I love this. Okay, so there are two. When I was listening to your question, there are two moments, two times that come into mind. Okay, so one, we were at the 99-cent store because we used to love the 99-cent store. And it's so sad that they're closing them down. But anyways, we love the 99-cent store. My mom and I would always go, especially right before the movie theaters. She would take us to the movie theaters, and instead of buying popcorn and everything at the theaters, she would take us in the 99-cent store because it was cheaper. Mom was very good with money, by the way. Anyways, so we were at the 99-cent store, and she would kind of let us run around and just choose what we wanted. And my sister Jackie, I don't know, I think bumped into a lady in one of the aisles, and the lady was very upset. She was not happy about it. So she yelled at Jackie, my sister, and my mom heard from the other aisle, and she said, "Excuse me? You are not to yell at my daughter." They went off. They were even fist fighting. My mom got into it with that lady in the 99-cent store, and they kicked us out. So it continued in the parking lot. But I'll never forget, because that was, my mom era una leona. She was a lioness when it came to her children, to her cubs. So that's something that came to mind. And we laughed about it afterwards. It was, obviously a little traumatic because she got in a fight, but she was not having it that someone yelled at her child. So that's one. And then another one, a beautiful memory, something that I'll never, ever forget, is my mom had this thing that, oh, my heart. Let me take a deep breath. Okay. Sometimes at red lights, a lot of the times, obviously this is not safe. Don't try it, you guys, please. But at red lights, she would make us get off the car and dance. She'd be like, "I dare you. I dare you." So she'd put on music. It could be anything. And she would make us get off on the red lights and dance. So everyone would be watching, and she'd be laughing her ass off. And as soon as the light turned green, we were supposed to run back in the car and start moving, I guess. I don't know. It seems a lot funnier and cooler in the moment. But those are really cute moments that I lived with her. Obviously the fighting, it was just because you said, "Hey, do you remember a time when she defended you guys?" So that came to mind. And then, the car thing, we always talk about it with my siblings because it was usually her, her sister Rosie, me, and it was a lot of fun, and one of her friends. So yeah, don't do it at home though. Well, not at home, but in the car at red lights. It's not safe, guys. Times were different then. Anyways, I love it. I love it when we have a variety of questions. I love you guys. While I'm helping you guys, you're helping me heal, and we're helping the world. So thank you guys for your questions. And if you want to leave me a question, it could be about anything, guys: friendships, love, finances, businesses, how to start a new business. I will gladly answer your question here on Dear Chiquis. So leave your question at speakpipe.com/Chiquis and Chill podcast. Los quiero mucho, and I will see see you here on the next episode of Dear Chiquis. This is a production of iHeartRadio and the My Cultura Podcast Network. Follow us on Instagram at My Cultura Podcast and follow me, Chiquis, that's CHIQUIS. For more podcasts from iHeart, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast.